Beginning approach.
Old orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Reminds me of Christmas in the mountains. That's a bright side, yeah?
We are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya.
Looks like Soka's supplier is dead.
I detect traces of weapons fire consistent with CAD's technology.
Cat. Great. And here's the ambush.
I wonder if we'll ever see a so-called golden world that won't be complete death to live on. talk a moment? Old orbit is steady.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo, the Ket got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died. You have his supplies?
Keldo ran weapons for the Resistance. You were his contact.
Good, good. Continue.
Ephra asked you to test me, see how I'd handle myself.
I told him you were smart.
The Ket had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes, all of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Ephra you did well.
I appreciate it. I do want our people to get along, help each other.
You proved it. This time at least. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but Keldo would want me to help you. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Resources are scarce for us. If you'll take credits, I'll trade.
It's a start. My inventory's open to you. Anything you need.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work in the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
On it. One filter coming up.
When you have a moment, Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void, navigating the Scourge to find
The odds were against us.
Yet here we... I am Mariko Darej, Chief Phoneron.
It's a privilege to meet you. Tell me about yourself.
I'm something of a Pathfinder, I am a celestial observer.
An astronomer.
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards, but we've lost contact with several key Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search. I knew you'd understand. And when I...
The Moshai said you remember when the Ket arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared, why my father mourned for months.
Why kill an ambassador and risk retaliation?
They told us it was retaliation for Havarl's attack on their envoy. Havarl received the same story, but in that one, we were the aggressors. We were so busy blaming each other. We were divided when the Ket launched their assault. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
I said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
The enemy uses confusion to take advantage of the vulnerable.
Many shuttles obeyed that false order. Those people were never seen again.
Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renard. I enforce correct conduct. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat.
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
ready? Buy my armor.
Who decides what happens to people who break the...
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your law?
I'll transmit a full readout. Personal responsibility is
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the governor's office. They'll teach you about our culture. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally...
Ryder. I really wonder what would have happened if we hadn't found Aya. The people here have been so generous, and honestly, they didn't need to be. Make it now.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
Can't hurt to be prepared. Maybe you've got something I'm looking for.
If I don't today, I will tomorrow.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa, see?
Yes.
Buy my armor.
Exaltation affects us all.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it. If they're tough enough for Eladon, they deserve help. Here.
Hey, Ryder.
She's been quiet all day.
The news hit. Effa should have come to me.
Shh, Axel, I'm all right.
You almost. What's he doing here?
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Axel, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Axel... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us. I want to believe that. I hope so.
Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Light weights. Whoa.
Steady now.
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of... They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
It didn't occur. Even so.
We might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
Ah, you're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
You're very understanding and attractive. Nice combination. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Oh, you're here. Pavoa. I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. Pathfinder, I've been studying. There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
For you? Anything.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't like the sound of that. I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed. Areas... There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could...
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do with it. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your...
Ryder, you
The
are the
Moshae said we
subject
should
of a
speak.
detailed scan
You remember
by an
the Ket's
Angara
arrival?
standing nearby.
One of them came to our city on a vow to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
The Ket lured your people into a false friendship.
It worked. A month later, our council disappeared. Our city was thrown into chaos. And when the Ket came again, it was to conquer us at our weakest. They're cunning. They know what you desire and they offer it. Be careful.
Hello there.
I'm working.
You scanned me pretty hard. That wasn't your way of saying welcome, stranger?
I wanted to be discreet.
Noted. What's your You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
I have a scanner too. Seems only fair you let me go first.
That's ridiculous.
It's my final offer.
You're bold, Pathfinder. All right. Scan me.
Angaran skeletal structure, muscular formation, and organs are optimal for thriving in harsh environments. As previously discovered, they can also generate and discharge bioelectrical energy.
All done. You're interesting.
So are you. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I've spent long enough around your people to understand what family means.
Family is everything.
You're worried there'll be more of us?
Goodbye.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes, the slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Are you getting enough sunlight?
Plenty.
Ryder.
Wish I could join in down there.
Pathfinder.
I could use a
Ephra
workout.
cleared you to purchase weapons. Over my objections.
Anything I buy will be...
You've...
Heard you were coming. I prepared a data pad and our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Next is Ambassador Reala appears. Pathfinder, I'm Enro Bosan, assistant to the... As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
I thought I'd proven they have nothing.
You are one person. They want the... We've set up terminals in the city, so... I'd appreciate if you take a look.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador... I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
I'm a social anthropologist. I hear you're to thank for our new... Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong...
Maybe you could... A Solarian botanist named He sent an
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is... I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
Talk to the governor. She wants this to work as much as...
I'd rather avoid that if we can resolve it ourselves. If you find time, please speak with Sorvis.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you... Sorvis Len sent another complaint about being threatened. I need someone to sort this out.
I can go settle...
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
That's all.
I'm here...
Think we'll see more of them. Trouble come. Calling with. You be ready. Buy my armor.
I'm not selling to aliens.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. Reported that someone in the Resistance
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I was measuring the photonic dispersal for... I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and... He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated. Didn't ask, didn't want... When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I've worked...
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well, until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
He thinks you want him dead. Tell him what you just told me, and let's move. I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your...
Good to see you. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about...
I've heard...
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place, including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed...
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
We could let Angar who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No... Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
That's all for now. I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
Jarl's been asking to talk to you.